the first version.
That's how I'm testing it out.
That's so funny.
son.
Yo, but something I
God.
do want to know, right, is the pivot, right? And how was it working with Wesley Snipes?
That was fire, bro. Like that, again, that's a culmination of what I've been trying to do for years, right? Like, so in 2017, I was on, I don't know if I told y'all before, but I was on a reality show years ago. Like I was managing an Italian artist.
Yeah.
We had to deal with, right, with Fuse, whatever. So I was very cool with the EP, executive producer. Yeah. And she's awesome, right? So when I started working with Chico Millenni, this was very early in the game. I think he had like 30,000 followers, like when I first started getting involved, and I was like, yo, there's something here. So I reached out to her, and we were trying to put stuff together for a minute. Got in and out of production deals. I pulled out of production deals that, I thought they were going to be right, but, and I'm always like, before you put money into it, I want to make sure we're on the same page. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They flew me out to LA to sit there and have a conversation with the last one. One of the last ones, I was like, yo, this is it. Finally, you understand the vision. And then we're at dinner and they're like, yo, would they do that? I'm like, no, not at all. They wouldn't do that. Like, I thought, what we doing here?
Yeah, right. You asking now?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, you know what? Like, and I pulled out of a lot of deals. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be slick behind the light.
Yeah, and not even just slick. It's just, I would have been slick if I would have stayed with it just to get the bread and then bounce. I didn't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up shit.
Yeah, 100%. So I've been trying to do it since then. Like I felt like they had it, and then as I was, with the Ken Stars of the world and the Commodores and being around like a Trav Q. Like I'm like, yo, a lot of these people just got mad talent.
Yeah, word.
Right. So somebody that was trying to, a guy from Planet X Studio, that we met and we were trying to do things together. Like, yo, got this. I got an idea for this, or somebody needs this. And it never worked out, right? We were always trying to put something together. He calls me. He's like, Myq, I got something that is, number one, right up your alley, and I think we finally could do something together. I'm like, all right, cool, what's up? So he was like, yo, Wesley Snipes. I'm working with Wesley. I'm working on a show, but he's also has something that he's doing with Ryan Reynolds. Like he has like a quote unquote beef with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With this whole Deadpool and Wolverine. So he with that movie coming out and with the Deadpool Wolverine, but it was clearly Wes's Blade or whatever. So he was like he wants to do something with influencers, and I was like, all right, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We started having a conversation, and it was like they wanted to do it like within like 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So they were like, yo, we're going to shoot it all here at their studio because their studio is amazing. Yeah, amazing. Like they could literally do like Mandalorian there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And
from what we've seen.
Nah, and it moved. I'll tell you about that in a second.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
So we did that. I got about 15 influencers, and they all weren't my client. Like most of them were my clients, but it was relationships too that I was like, excuse me, you'd be good. You'd be good. That's why I got like Crystal Rosas from Z100, and they were having a scene like radio. So that I was like, yo, her and Drewski would be great. You know what I'm saying? Because subconsciously it's #1 hip hop station, #1 pop station in New York. Right. Just from a, you know what I'm saying? Like it's perfect. Yeah. It was dope. It was dope, right? And it was a long ass fucking day, right? And at the end of that day, the guy that was let's just say the me for Wes. Because I was dealing with all the influencers and he was producing and dealing with what, you know what I'm saying, this and that nerd. He was like, yo, this was great. Nice. They were awesome, right? And I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to do a show. He was like, no, there's so much talent here. And, he had mentioned a couple of them. Like, he was like, yo, especially that was crazy. Like, they were all good, though. And he was like, yo, I'm going to call you next week and let's, have a conversation. I was like, nice. Bet. That's fast forward. Now we're in talks. We have somebody on board that I'll tell you off camera. Yeah, that's gonna be directing it. That said, yo, yeah, I'm with it. Nice, right? And I'll tell you who that person is. Like I said, off camera, and it was just dope because what I told them is that Hollywood uses influencers, and I get it. I always say we can use each other. Let's not misuse each other. Right. But it's borderline on misuse now because there's talent. And it's like, hey, my movie, you're bringing the influencers, you don't pay them. Yo, we're here, and you just want to be in the room, and you're banking off of that, right? But a decorated actor like Wesley Snipes shared the screen with influencers from social media,
Dope.
and they saw that they all held their own. There was nobody that, and that's what they were saying. They were like, "Yo, they're really talented," and they didn't feel small in the scene.
Oh, because of the presence and all that shit. Yeah, yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
big
yeah.
star.
Yo, they bodied
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I see what
They
you're saying.
bodied it, and that's what it was. And I was like, "Listen, once you see, meaning, if somebody sees you for who you are, you'll do anything for them."
Yeah.
True indeed.
I said, "Yo, that moment for them, they were seen.
Yeah.
They weren't used
Yeah,
for their
word.
eyeballs or their engagement or their following." So, and that was huge for me. And this is what I told everybody. I was like, "Yo, this was my vision I wanted that to happen."
Yeah.
Right? And now, like I said, when I tell you we working on something, like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all off camera what's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't want to
That's
say like too much.
No, that's all right.
But